It's been 20 years since System of a Down with a new album. Any movement on that front?
Not at this time. Darren just put out a record himself. Scars on Broadway with Darren. He put out a record which is really good. I recommend people check it out. I'm putting out a record of covers, collaborations, and collages is what I'm calling it. And it's a lot of really interesting music, a little rock, but mostly mostly acoustic stuff. Covers I've done of different people's songs, and collaborations I've done with different people, which is interesting. There's one with that we've done with Deadmau5, and one with my friend Vic Ranga from New Zealand. It's just really, really an interesting kind of like a compilation record, if you will. So we're putting that out starting soon. We're all working on music. We're all working on our own stuff. And, one day if it comes together where we all feel the same thing in terms of energy and vision and representing music together, then we'll do it. As we did in 2020 during the war, the invasion of Artsakh from Azerbaijan. When we feel it's right, we'll do it.
And is that all it really comes down to at this point? Because you said the vibe in the band is good, everybody's getting along, and it feels good again. Is that really all it comes down to for you guys to sit down and write new music and create a new System of a Down record? You just have to feel like everybody's aligned and everybody's kind of in the same place and wants to do it?
It's not about everyone's aligned in terms of doing it. It's got to be everyone's in line in terms of what they see as the next record, right? Like, it's not just, I want to do it, that kind of a thing. It's more about how do you envision the next record? If you don't all envision it the same way, then it's not worth doing. If you do envision it the same way, then it's worth doing. That's what I'm referring to. So it's not about our relationships with each other, which are phenomenal. And they've always been really good. Even irrespective of our differences of opinion, they've always been, our differences of opinion were always creative differences, which I am proud to say. They weren't personal differences. We always loved and respected each other, and more than ever now. So that's not why we haven't made a record. We haven't made a record because of a vision difference, and that's an artistic difference. So I'm proud to say that, because most bands, they don't work together because they may not like each other. In our case, that's not the case at all. We love each other. But if we don't see eye to eye on something, then we won't do that project, period.
Yeah, and that's a really important distinction, because you're spot on that. There's a lot of bands out there that do not like each other. And, for you, it's just purely creative.
It's purely creative, yeah. We do other stuff together. We'll tour together, we'll hang out, have dinner together, and bring the family over and enjoy eeach other. Like, we do other stuff together. It doesn't have to be that one thing, unless we all agree on the same vision. Yeah.
Would you be open to, I understand, the family thing and the band dynamic, and it works better to not tour. So thinking of that, would you be open to residency type situations? I don't know if you've been to the Sphere in Vegas. I'm a part-time resident in Vegas. I live there as well. It's an amazing facility. There's rumors Metallica might do it. Man, I could see System of a Down and the music and even the images that could be created being amazing in a place like that. Does that appeal to you at all, or is that something that you don't think would work for your band?
I think it's interesting. I haven't been to the Sphere, so I'll hold judgment until I can go and physically, experience it. But I don't know. I mean, I won't say no to anything, and I won't say yes to anything at this point. So I'll have to experience it and see how things are. But I have heard that it's pretty amazing. I've had friends who have gone and seen concerts, and they're pretty blown away. And I like the idea of the visuals being such a commanding part of the experience. It gives you a unique chance to kind of write a story that, that corresponds with the band's music, that really kind of makes people feel something. Again, it's visuals with music, so I'm into that, obviously. So, with the art, and so, yeah, I think that's something we could definitely look at one day.
Right. And last thing, and I promise I'll let you go after this. For you, does it blow your mind that here we are in 2025 and System of a Down and this music that you guys created is resonated like it has and grown like it has and has resulted in you guys, playing to these enormous crowds? I mean, does it even floor you sometimes?
it floors me every day. You know, and the way you said it, I can't, you know, it's like our type of music when we first started playing, we felt was so just so wacky and just so kind of out of the norm. And, you know, I've written in my book that, you know, well-known program directors at radio stations basically said, this is very interesting because people really like him, but what do we do with this? We can't put this on the radio, that kind of stuff, right? So we never, ever thought that we would be this kind of band that would, you know, harness so much love and energy and dedication from our fans and people wanting to see us. It blows us every day, believe me. Not just myself, but the rest of the band too. We just feel very lucky that we get to do what we love to do and be out there and have so much love from people like this. It blows our mind every day.
Yeah, I remember I was, you know, I'm old enough. I started in radio in 1983, and that was the year Metallica put out their first record. And I was one of the first people to ever play the first Metallica record. And I tell people all the time, when I tell people all the time, they're always like, well, what did you think when you heard it? I played the song The Four Horsemen, and they said, what'd you think? And I said, I would love to tell you, oh, man, I heard the future and all of that. I said, but I got to tell you the truth. I didn't know what the hell I heard because nobody had heard anything like that in 1983. And I said, you know, I'd love to tell you that I had this vision. I was like, oh, my God, this is going to be this huge band. And it was the same thing when I first heard Sugar. I'm like, I'm not sure what's going to happen with this. In both cases, the story ended very well for both bands, and both bands still continue. So it's an amazing thing. It really is.
I think when you have like, you know, when I first listened to Tom Waits, that's how I felt. Like I was like, he's a phenomenal songwriter and I love him. But there were a few songs where I was like, what is this? Like I needed to listen to it a number of times for me to understand, appreciate, kind of, you know, creative music has that, you know, like creative music shouldn't be easily digestible. It should be something where you hear it and you go, wait a minute, I've never heard anything like that. I need to listen to this again. The first Mars Volta record made me feel that way. The last Avenged Sevenfold record made me feel that way. Like when something's really creative and you listen to it, it's like you have to stop and go, wait a minute, I need to listen to that again. Because your mind is not used to processing that exact thing, that arrangement, that accompaniment, whatever it is, right? And I think that's the best thing for music and art, because at first it's got to be something that you've never seen or heard before, and then you get used to it, and that's what real creativity is. It's not something where, oh yeah, this sounds like this sounds like that, oh yeah, this sounds like that. You know, that's not as fun. That's not as great for art itself.
Yeah. Speaking of art, again, whether it's music or painting, you can see Serj if you happen to be in the New Jersey area. Maybe you're attending these shows coming up at MetLife Stadium.